can't hear anything.
You can't hear anything?
Oh, no. I mean, like, on this Dondolinger.
What's a Dondolinger?
It's 8:02. Let's go live.
Look, we said we're going to go live when we want to go live. This isn't your show. This is our show. And this is also the people's show.
This is the People's Panther. You smooth son of a bitch.
Hola, hola, hola. Y bienvenido a la Pantera Funky. Good?
The fuck?
That was great. That was good. Hey, everybody. We've got a fantastic show for you here on episode 37. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier.
And I'm Tim.
And we are
The Funky Panther!
La Funky Pantera.
La Pantera Funky.
Okay, all right, good.
So, hey,
Get that out of the way.
before we get into anything,
Yeah.
the show of that nature, whatever, I've got something.
Oh, no.
I got a little
Hemorrhoids.
Yes, but that was from a long time ago.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna do a thing called "You Get What You Get and You Don't Throw a Fit," and it has to do with beer. The beer that we're gonna be drinking tonight, not the Yingling that's on the table right now.
Okay. Yeah, I finished mine. So
I finished
it's about
mine
time
too.
for
But
this one.
I bought some tall boys, and you boys are going to select whatever you want. There's 4 of them in there. I'm going to start. Javier, you're going first. I'm going to stand up and
Is it like a grab bag situation?
yeah.
Oh,
so
no.
Yeah, you're not going to see what you get.
I have a feeling there's going to be like a fucking Smirnoff in there.
I just hope there's not a Four Loco. Like, that's what I've...
I will tell you that there's no Four Locos and there's no Smirnoff.
Okay, that's
like,
good.
Straight up.
That's
Is it Seagrams? Seagrams?
Seagrams?
Seagrams? This isn't going to be fun.
No, it's going to be great.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I guess, should we be talking while you're
So
doing
sit back,
this?
relax, and enjoy. I'm Chad.
Me amo Chad.
I'm Javier.
What do you think about that intro?
That was good. I didn't expect it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was hoping you wouldn't.
Just close your eyes, reach in.
Yeah. I've been practicing.
Hooray! Course banquet. Just what I wanted.
Okay.
Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy Claus. God damn it.
Oh, no.
Yes!
No.
I did say I've never had a Keystone. I've never had a Keystone or a Natty Light.
Tradesies?
Huh? No,
Crazies?
fuck you. No, thank you.
Apparently we get what we get.
And he's got the good old fashioned Budweiser.
Dang it.
Good stuff, man.
All right. Well, I guess let's crack these open.
Crack a coldie. Man, it was all right.
Hey, everybody out there watching us on Twitch and YouTube. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
There's some cool stuff. It's February now, right? It's a brand new month.
Brand new month. Black History Month started yesterday.
Yeah.
First of the month. What else did we have?
It goes all month.
Goes all month. Very important to celebrate not only this month but always
Right.
celebrate Black culture
For sure.
and remember what we've been given, like
Our history. and where
history
we are,
wise,
right?
you know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
all that good stuff,
And where we need to continue to go.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And what else do we have?
Yesterday was National Texas Day?
National Texas Day, and
So those listening, we're doing this Tuesday, February 2nd,
Yeah,
2021.
Podcast drops on Thursday on the 4th.
That's right. So Texas Day, and today is Groundhog's Day. And there's a little movie called
You know.
There's a little movie that's
I gotta say.
that's called Groundhog's Day, right? Or Groundhog Day. You know.
apparently there's a movie called Groundhog.
So I thought in honor of the movie, I just played a little clip. It's 45 seconds long. So
This is pitiful.
Yes, it is.
1,000
right into
people freezing their butts off waiting to worship a rat. What a hype. Groundhog Day used to mean something in this town. They used to pull the hog out and they used to eat it. You're hypocrites, all of you. You got a problem with what I'm saying, Larry? Untie your tongue and you come out here and talk, huh? Am I upsetting you, princess? You want a prediction about the weather. You're asking the wrong Phil. I'll give you a winter prediction. It's going to be cold, it's going to be gray, and it's going to last you for the rest of your life.
That was it, huh?
yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah.
Chad likes that movie.
That's a great movie.
Jesse hates that movie.
Why?
She just doesn't like it. It's just too much, and she doesn't like those she doesn't like those movies where like everything goes wrong.
Yeah.
And it's just way too much. So I tried to.
I don't either, but eventually, right, things get better.
Spoiler.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Well, I mean, if you've seen the movie, you know what.
After he kills himself like 20 times.
Yeah,
or something
that'd be
like
fun. Like, I think everyone's had the thought or had a conversation. What would you do if you had a Groundhog Day situation?
So my whole thought was, if it's going to happen, it was going to happen this year. Like repeat
2020.
of 2020 over again.
Don't, yeah.
But it's not.
Yeah.
It's so far so good. Like
Knock on wood, but
Yeah.
this has been a fantastic year so
Yeah,
far.
it hadn't been bad.
I've enjoyed myself.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. I think that we've talked about Groundhog Day early last year, whenever COVID first started, and how it felt like Groundhog Day, because every day was like monotonous. You know, not leaving the house, not doing anything. You're stuck. You're ordering in food, or you're cooking the same thing. Like it just seemed like the same stuff was happening over and over and over again.
Yeah, it's just like the same thing over and over again. And I am so glad to kind of be behind that. I mean, we're still doing kind of the same thing over and over again. We're doing this podcast every week.
Yeah, it's like do the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, it's not like a new experience.
No, it's not a new
It's actually
experience,
the
no.
exact opposite of a new experience.
No, it's like
Everything's
everything's
the same.
Happening over and
Everything's
over.
literally the same.
Everything's
But you know what they say about new experiences?
That it's a new experience, and you just don't know what you're going to
You
get.
just don't know what to
Yeah,
expect.
You never
It's
know
a
what to expect
brand
with a
new
brand new experience.
So yesterday you said was Texas what
National
day?
Texas Day. So
Really?
yeah. I didn't know this day existed. I thought we just had like
I
Texas
knew we had
Independence Day.
Yeah, I knew that
Like
one.
Texas Independence
It's like
Day.
March 1st, right? Is that March?
I don't know, man.
so.
Why are you asking me?
Because we live in Texas, boys.
And none of us know.
Sam Houston would roll over in his boots right now.
Let me just tell you. I wait for Facebook to tell me what holidays are up.
Samesies,
I
brother.
wait for the bars to say, "Hey, it's it's Texas Independence Day.
Drink
Come
your
get
Shiner beer
$2 Shiners."
or Lone Star.
Yeah.
So we had a whole thing about
That was one of the other beers in that bag was a Lone Star.
Oh,
You could have
damn
gotten
it,
a
I
Lone
wish I would've
Star.
grabbed
You
that.
got Keystone Ice.
I was
I did
talking
get the worst, right? Like
you did. You got the
I
worst.
feel like you got the worst.
I think so.
All right, sorry to cut you off.
I saw a picture the other day of it was a schooner, like a beer schooner full of queso and some pico on top, sitting on a bed of chips and a Lone Star behind it.
Yeah.
And I thought this picture is really Texan. Like, whoa, damn! Did we just find a new show or a new game?
I think we did.
Oh my god!
What is this?
You know, Javier, you want to kick us off with it?
Well, seeing that, I thought to myself, now that's Texas.
Well done.
Yeah, buddy.
Right on into the segment of Now That's Texas. And, I thought of something that was pretty Texas. I don't know if I can one-up that.
Yeah,
Okay.
no.
Whataburger cowboy boots. We got fucking Whataburger cowboy boots here in Texas.
Now that's Texas.
So, Chad, what is Texas for you?
I think Texas is Matthew McConaughey riding a Longhorn with a bottle of TX whiskey in his hand.
Now that's Texas.
God damn it.
That was awful.
I'm sorry.
Try again.
Wow, that's Texas.
God damn
All
it.
right, Javier, do you have another one?
I did. Like nothing like seeing. I was going to say Jimi Hendrix, Willie Nelson smoking a blunt on the steps of the Capitol with a Lone Star beer in his hand.
Now that's Texas.
Dude, I would pay money to see Willie Nelson on, riding a Longhorn up to the Capitol steps, no blunt in hand, big old cowboy. I want him with a big old fucking bong, taking a big old rip off of that thing.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that is Texas.
Yeah.
Now that's Texas.
But I did find a couple things, things that exist only in Texas as of right now that I know of.
Yeah, okay.
Buc-ee's.
Well, of course.
yeah,
Yeah.
snacks on
Snacks. We have Buc-ee's. Apparently, we really like fried gator, which is not just Texas. I mean, I
I
feel
think
like
that's a Razoo's thing.
that's a Razoo's thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kolaches.
Ooh, yeah.
Czech
it's
pastry.
a Czech thing,
Yeah.
but it's a Texas thing.
like Chex Mix.
Czech stop.
yeah.
Not Slovaceks.
No.
We don't do Slovaceks here at the Funky Panther.
There's two types of people. There's a Slovaceks people and there's a Czech stop people. And I believe that the three of us are Czech stop
Or Czech
people.
Stop, or a Czech
For
Stop
sure.
family,
Sorry.
for sure. Sorry, Slovak, Slavic. Sorry, guys.
We don't care enough about you, and we're probably going to get some hate about that from true Texan people.
Hey, like I said, there's two different types of people.
And they're wrong.
It is.
The other type is
I will
wrong.
march up to you and spit in your face, sir.
Let me tell you,
I won't spit in your face.
although Whataburger is all over the U.S. now,
No, it's not.
Well-
no, hold on. Hold
it-
your horses there, pal.
it was bought by a Chicago company.
But it's still only really like
It's going to
in
be
the South.
it's going to be a national brand. They've got new locations in Alabama, Arizona, Florida, and Georgia.
New York City.
I said South.
Okay, you're right, but it was a Texas thing, and
Okay,
Texas.
it's always going to be a Texas thing.
Quintessential Whataburger, Texas. If I've been drinking,
Quintessential.
we're going to some Whataburger or
Going to
Tapatios,
Whataburger,
but-
Tapatio, or Waffle House.
One of the guys I work with, he's from California. He lives up in Washington now, and we had a full out argument for like days.
Because he probably likes that bullshit In and Out.
Yeah, he does. And he's wrong. I told him
Look,
he's wrong.
I remember whenever In and Out came here, and I was really excited about it.
we went. I think it was with Leslie, and we went to Frisco to the opening, and the line,
Oh, I can only imagine.
like the line was wrapped around the street in the building, and we're like, let's just go inside. In and Out in like 10 minutes. Like you
literally
idiots.
In and Out.
Yeah. Hey-o.
Let me tell you though. Let me just tell it.
We're not drunk yet.
Let me tell you though.
Let me tell you though. We got South by Southwest Music Festival.
Yeah, it's true.
And I've never been. You've done Austin City Limits,
Austin City Limits is my favorite.
but I've always wanted to go to South by Southwest Music and Film Festival.
That'd be
Man,
cool.
now I regret our Now That's Texas. We could have done so much better.
Yeah.
Like Matthew McConaughey riding a Longhorn, watching the band watching Willie Nelson at ACL drinking a Lone Star.
Matthew, now that's Texas.
Yes, it
Matthew
is.
McConaughey teaching a class over at UT.
Wow, that's Texas.
Damn it.
You're so bad.
Sorry,
wait,
everyone.
wait. Now that's Texas.
That was
That was
better.
you know what? You're doing your mustache a disgrace by doing it so poorly.
Well, okay. So how southern do we got to get?
They're a Southern boy.
It was just Texan, not Southern.
And that's
Texan.
the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
Yeah, there's
So-
a difference.
Now
you're
that's
saying-
Texas.
Now that's Texas.
Javier gets it. He gets it. So what you're saying is like I don't need to go like full on like there's been a murder. Not like that.
You're the suspect. You're a suspect.
Not like The Office, right?
No, and he was like, "That's Savannah. It's like water coming out of your
No,
mouth."
molasses. Out of your mouth.
Molasses.
Molasses.
All right, is there more to your list?
I mean,
Everyone's like, what the we're leaving. This is bullshit.
the last one that I want to bring up
Yeah. Okay.
is that Texas is the only state in the country with the highest speed limit.
80 miles per hour, right?
85?
Fuck yes.
80, baby. Yeah, we're going from here to Midland. It's straight up 80, baby.
Nope.
No cop, no
The
stop.
legal driving limit 85.
You know what? Anywhere we drive, no cop, no stop.
I-
Don't tell Jake. I don't drive that fast. Jake, I don't. I swear to Christ, I don't drive that
Jake
fast.
gives no shits about how fast you drive.
Yeah, I think unless you're being really stupid and reckless, then you
Yeah.
probably do. But yeah, 85 miles an hour, and that's on State Highway 130 in Texas.
So what else? Texas is all fine and dandy now. Chad, you were recently on your anniversary.
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
That I was.
Is that a good segue?
It was a decent segue.
Yeah.
We should start with how y'all's weekends were.
Oh, fuck my weekend. My weekend was full of bullshit.
No, your weekend was awesome.
I'm kidding. I had a great time. I went to Studio 80 with Mike and Irv. It was a lot of fun. I hadn't been there in like a couple of years. I blacked out, surprisingly, because you know me and alcohol.
I'm not surprised.
I black out all the time. But left my card over there. We danced a lot. I wanted to listen to Rhythm of the Night because it's one of my favorite. Like Rhythm of the Night, the night. Oh yeah.
Okay, that was good. Yeah, all right.
All right. Yeah, that's really good.
Did they play it?
No, I don't remember. I blacked out. I blacked out.
Probably.
It was one of those. It was one of those nights where I woke up in the morning, drool on my pillow, and I'm like, "Where the fuck am I?"
In my own bed.
In my own bed. Yes. And then I looked around and
Dude, I hate that whenever you wake up, like you've slept so hard. Like, not even just like when you've been drinking all night, but like you just sleep really hard and you're just like, you wake up from a dead sleep and you're trying to figure out where the fuck you are and you're in your own bed.
I think here lately that's the only way I've been able to sleep because I haven't been sleeping well lately. Just getting blackout drunk.
I don't think that's a good, appropriate way to get. good quality sleep.
Says you, Chief.
You probably
It's
should.
not.
You know, they got medicine for that, and
do.
you probably should take it.
Heroin.
No.
Nope. The Funky Panther does not condone heroin use.
We don't. No heroin here, guys.
I mean, if you want to use it, then that's fine. That's on you. But like, yeah, like,
use
we're not-
opium like they used to back in the days.
Nope. There's a CBD sleep aid that you can get over there
There
at
is.
Thrive Apothecary
Yeah.
that is on point.
I usually just jerk off before bed.
Okay, moving on. So that's what you did this past
Let me just
weekend.
tell you though, from the chat room, Javier needs Jesus.
Like Jesus? I need Jesus.
Yes, you need Jesus.
We all
I
miss
miss
Jesus.
Jesus.
He would sleep much better if he gave you a nice big bear hug and cuddled with you.
I wish I had margaritas before bed, like at Epcot. You know,
That's probably not a good thing to have before bed.
yeah, it is.
No.
Well, I mean, just having margaritas all day from Chimmy's or Epcot.
You know, so now on
Shout
me,
out to you, DJ.
Yeah, let's just move on.
let's move on.
Yeah.
My weekend wasn't anything special,
Okay.
but I did get my new tattoo.
Oh.
On Wednesday, first of the Funky Panther to get a panther.
Nice,
Which,
nice.
just in case you know, there's no such thing as actual panthers. That just means big cat.
Big cat.
Yeah.
That's okay, big cat.
It's like black leopards and things like that. Yeah, there's,
Black
no, there's no
panther.
such thing as an actual panther.
Like a
What
Black
are you
Panther.
talking about?
Look it up, man. Google it.
A Black Panther is a panther.
Yeah, I mean, a panther's a panther.
But yeah, so
So you're saying you just got a big black cat?
yeah, I gotta. Let me get that screen there.
Look at
There you
those
go.
guns.
Look at that.
Dang.
It looks skinny there, but if I put it like this,
Don't listen to the man.
Look at that
if
muscle.
you're watching me live, this camera makes me look like a beefcake.
Look at that tattoo. It's a Texas with the
Oh, yeah.
Texas flag and a yellow rose.
Yellow rose.
No, that sticks.
No,
Kiss
it's a
from
coffin.
Rosa.
Oh, it's a coffin.
It's a coffin
Oh, that's
with a
right.
Texas flag over the top of the coffin because you know what? When I die, you're gonna bury me in Texas.
Okay.
Now that's Texas.
That's just
That's
Tim.
kind of sad.
Well, you know,
Bury me back home in Texas.
it is what it is.
How about you, Chad? What'd you do this weekend?
I had a whole lot of things going on because we went to Mexico. Tab and I went to Mexico.
Oh, how was that?
It was a lot of fun. 5 years ago, we got married in Tulum at Dreams Tulum. A lot of our friends and family were there, and we went back to the exact same resort 5 years later.
Did you stay in the same room?
No,
No, that's a shame.
no, we got the best room they had because it was super cheap. I mean, we got the oceanfront. We actually overlooked where we got married. Like our
Oh,
view
yeah,
was,
okay.
was the beach, and then like the
little area, yeah.
pergola or whatever it was that gazebo that
Burgula, if we're gonna call it.
Pergola. Yeah,
Pergola,
that's
yeah.
correct. And I don't know. Do you recall that beach? Right? Like it's
Yeah,
really pretty.
That beach to me, because when we went back to Mexico not all that long ago, I thought that the beach that we were at there was terrible, and that y'all's beach was amazing.
Well, it's like super. So the further you go south, I think the better the beach is. You know, I could be wrong, but like Tulum is about an hour and a half south of Cancun, and so you got super clear blue waters, but it's also very jungly. So you got like rocks and a bunch more trees. I know we stayed at a couple different places in like Playa del Carmen and Cancun that it's just like no trees. It's just like the resort and then resort and then resort. And this resort is very secluded, and it was pretty cool.
You were able to do adult things over there?
Yeah, we honestly, y'all know me.
Because it's an adults only resort, right?
No,
No?
that one's
no,
not.
no.
Secrets,
Oh, Secrets is.
Secrets, yeah. So you got Dreams and Secrets, a part of the same resort company, and no, Dreams isn't. But we loved it. There weren't a whole lot of kids there, which is good. Usually I like doing all the activities. Last time
yeah.
we were in Tulum for the wedding, I spent one day doing scuba diving in like the cenotes, where like you're like scuba diving in these caves, 40 feet underwater, and you come up and there's just like bats and stuff. It was really cool. We saw the ruins in Tulum. We saw, what else? We went spearfishing one day. Like, we did a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't even get to enjoy the resort around the wedding because we were just every single day was
Right, doing something,
different.
right.
Yeah. This time, we only left the resort once. Like, we really enjoyed the food and the alcohol. And I forgot, like, how good the food and alcohol is at Dreams. Like, it really does make a difference between, like, you know, you think of Iberostar being pretty cheap or Ree or something like that. Like, they had Jack Daniels and they had Red Label and they had like anything that you want really on, you know, at the bars. But it was really cool.
How many times did you get your horn pulled there, buddy?
So it was a really cool resort. Really enjoyed it. We did leave the resort once, which was kind of a bucket list item for me. We went to Chichen Itza.
Oh yeah,
It was really cool.
I do like Chichen Itza.
Yeah, little chichis.
Yeah, no, I mean not little chichis.
Is that what it means? Little chichis?
No, yeah, Chichen Itza means little chichis. You got it right. You won the fucking prize. Here's your. What does he win, Chad?
Keystone Ice.
No, thank you.
Yeah. So that's one of the 7 wonders of the world, right?
It is one of the 7 wonders of the world.
How was it?
It was pretty. You've been.
I have been.
Yeah. So we've been to Cancun area and everything so often. People are always like, "Oh, don't go to Chichen Itza because you can't climb it." But like it being one of the 7 wonders of the world, and then it just having so much history and like learning about like the games that they played and just seeing it in all of its glory right there.
And
it's like really pretty.
Mayan, right? Or Aztec?
Mayan.
Okay. So I got to climb the actual 3rd largest Mayan temple ruin or whatever. They say it's like the 3rd tallest compared to Chichen Itza or whatever.
Yeah.
And dude.
Where was that at?
That was Belize.
Oh, okay, cool.
I believe it was, it was Belize because we didn't do anything in Honduras. But let me tell you, I don't know how those fuckers climbed that thing. So they had a wooden walkway that went up the side. And then they're like, if you want to go to the top, you can. It's on you kind of deal. And I scurried up there.
If you die, you die.
Jesse's sitting there staring at me like, oh my gosh, she's up so high. And I'm sitting there having to crawl up the top. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was worth it. I got a really cool picture out of it. But yeah, it was insane.
We had a really good tour guide. His name was Silvano. Dang it.
Silvano.
No,
We're back on. Now that's Texas.
Silvano. That's what it was. Silvano. And he like knew everything about everything. Like he was showing us pictures of like the before, the after, and the current because it used to be like painted different colors, and then over time it was kind of destroyed and weathered and everything like that. And then they started rebuilding, and so he showed us like the comparisons, and it was pretty neat, and it was also empty.
Did you see that? Did they do the game they play or whatever, that ball game?
They do that at Xcaret, the water park.
Yeah. Did you get to watch it? They didn't do it.
No, they didn't do it there, but I got to see where it was played. Like I got to see like
the actual place where they actually.
It's pretty crazy because they've got like these. The stone has got pictures of like the players holding like heads because the history they don't know if it was the winner or the loser that like died.
You get sacrificed, right?
Yeah, you got sacrificed because it's actually a positive thing to get sacrificed. Like it's an honor.
Yeah,
it's an honor, right?
Yeah.
So it could have been the winner, it could have been the loser, it could have been the captain, or it could have been the whole team. They don't really know.
I get to die.
Yeah,
Dude, that doesn't sound cool.
But like on the rock,
all.
you see like a player with a ball in his hand holding a head. You're like, holy shit, like that's crazy. And then they showed us where they actually sacrificed people and stuff. It was crazy to see that. It was 1,000 to 2, or more. I think between like South Mexico and they started migrating north, it was anywhere between like 1500 BC to like
200 AD.
Yeah. So there was a pretty long time frame, but also it wasn't that long ago.
No.
That was the norm. That's kind of crazy.
Well, because I went to Teotihuacan near Mexico City. It's where the Pyramid of the Sun is.
Oh yeah,
and that's like you're able to climb that one.
Yeah,
and that one from the view from the top is fucking nuts.
Yeah, so if we go to Mexico City, we got to go do that.
Yeah. There's
Okay.
a lot of stuff to do over there because you've already been to Mexico City.
Yeah,
but yeah, you just
got to
go
back. The place is awesome.
Yeah, you just got to go take the bus tour over there. It's fucking nuts. Like being up there and seeing everything. Of course, whenever I went, I was like 13 years old, and I stayed in Mexico City for a month.
Like you kind of like at that age, I feel like okay, that's kind of cool, but you don't really appreciate it.
I didn't appreciate it the way I did. Like if I went now, then I would appreciate it way more. I think Raphael had gone over there too. He had taken pictures with the family up top. But it's like some of the other wonders of the world. Like we've been to that one. The other ones that are around the pyramids of Giza, which you're going to go check out whenever you go visit Jesus in Egypt. The Great Wall of China, which you've been to, so you can already kind of cross out 3 that you're going to go to.
Is that like your new thing though? Are you trying to see the 7 wonders
put on
of the
the
world?
list, though.
Like you're wanting to knock those out.
I mean, he's already done all 50 states. He's done like how many countries have you done?
23.
Is that? But is that what's happening?
But see, but it's not
cool would it be?
unattainable.
No, I just yes or no.
I would like to do the 7 wonders of the world. Yes.
Okay, I knew it. I fucking knew it.
So by the time he comes back, he's going to have 3 done. And it's really, I mean, if you go to Jordan, you can go see the Petra.
Yeah, we talked about that with Crystal, but some of those borders, it's all very, it's a really
active area to be in.
like the religion, and all that kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
so I don't think that that's open at the moment, especially because of COVID. But that would be cool.
Well, so I'm going to go ahead and name off the 7. Of course, we talked about Chichen Itza.
Yeah.
We talked about the pyramids of Giza, which Jesus has been to.
So that one's actually not one of the new wonders.
One of the old wonders?
So did you know that there was 2 different sets of wonders?
Ancient wonders and
The new
the
wonders. So like the ancient wonders, hold on, before we move on yours. So there was Pyramid of Giza. There's Hanging Gardens of Babylon, which is, no one even knows what that is or where that is, but it's recorded as one of the 7 wonders of the world. You got Temple of Artemis and Ephesus, State of Zeus at Olympia, Mausoleum at Halicarnassus, Colosseum of Rhodes, and Lighthouse of Alexandria. Those were the original 7 wonders of the ancient world, but only one of them currently exists that we know of, and that's the pyramid. And so that's actually carried over as kind of like
because the list was from the
right. So technically, there's 8 wonders of the world now because
Yeah.
that one is always going to be one of the 7, right?
So you've been to Chichen Itza. You're going to go to the pyramids of Giza. You've been to the Wall of China.
Yes.
You were there a year and a half ago.
Right.
A year ago. Petra, we talked about. I think Indiana Jones, the third one, was kind of like the outside was shot from there. Machu Picchu in Peru.
Yeah, that would be
which
really
would
cool.
be really cool to go to.
We need to do it soon if we're going to go, because I want to go. I want to go South America, do some Central America and South America stuff. But Machu Picchu is being eroded and all that stuff, so it's one of those things that's going to be like,
Really?
yeah.
Wow.
They're going
Machu
to stop. They're
Picchu,
going to stop letting people up there, kind of deal.
Yeah.
Like Abby went last year and she said it was fucking legit. Of course, you had to hike like a shitload.
Yeah, you can do like a 3 or 4 day hike and
Yeah.
do like 15 miles a day. They've also got some where they shuttle you to a certain point and you can hike. But either way, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll do the shuttle.
The Taj Mahal in India
That would be awesome.
and the Christ the Redeemer in Brazil, which we talked about going to Brazil last year. So yeah, that's a really good thing. It's a really good list to try to knock out.
I did Colosseum too.
You did?
Yeah.
But that's one of the old ones though, right?
No, that's one of the new ones. It's Great Wall of China, Petra, Colosseum, Chichen Itza, Machu Picchu, Taj Mahal, and Christ the Redeemer.
Hey, but
So that's 9 wonders.
that's
9
8.
wonders, 8 wonders.
Well,
2, 3,
counting
4,
the pyramid,
5, 6,
the pyramid
7.
carried over.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
pyramid. That's what I said.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
It's grandfathered in to the top 7. So these new 7 were actually a part of this worldwide campaign back in 2000 to 2007, where they let people vote on what are the new wonders, because again the old ones don't exist, right?
The old gods are dead. Welcome the new gods.
Right. And so all of these different countries like Brazil, Peru, Chile, India, Mexico, they all had like these campaigns where they got all of their people to vote for their one thing. And so really these were all, voted in. What are some places that y'all think should be in the 7? Or should we expand it to say like,
Man, I
top
don't-
20 or whatever?
Dude, I don't really know like what I would consider that needs to be like in the top 20 wonders or whatever. I mean, I can tell you like favorite places that I've been kind of deal. I get maybe Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
Like that'd be. I think everybody needs to go see that. Maybe I haven't seen it yet. I really like to.
I agree. Like I'm looking at these. I guess these are all man-made, but I think that there needs to be, some that are natural, right? Like Niagara Falls or
They said Jerry World was one of the wonders.
what?
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of Jerry Jones and Cowboys and all that, Jason Witten, new head coach of a Christian school up in Argyle.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, he's starting his coaching career big.
Wow. That's
Good
pretty
for
cool.
him.
Anyways, yeah, Jerry World. No, that's not a wonder like I want to see.
That's what they used to say back on NBC football.
That's okay. That's just them trying to pump that place. That's
Now
all that
that's Texas.
is. Yeah.
If you're going to say Niagara, though, you might as well say like Grand Canyon.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right? Like that's
hands
that's
down.
insane. But so there's also the ones that the other 13 finalists that were in the top 20 that didn't quite make the top 7. You got Stonehenge, which I think that one should be in the top 7.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, Stonehenge is super. I mean, it's 2400 BC. And
What about like the heads at Easter Island? Is that on the list?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Wait, no, it's not.
No.
Sucker.
Man.
Yeah, it is. It is. Here it is.
And that should be one of the like the
They
things.
call
to
it.
see
I think it's Moai on Easter Island.
Yeah.
So you got Stonehenge. You've got the Acropolis of Athens. Hagia Sophia in Istanbul. Angkor Wat in Angkor, Moai, which is the Easter Island heads, like you mentioned. Timbuktu. Alhambra.
Let me ask you, what is Timbuktu? Because you always hear that. I don't even know what the fuck Timbuktu is.
I don't know.
I'm gonna kick your ass to Timbuktu. Is that like a really far place away, or like what is it?
I don't know. Where's Mali? Because it's Mali is the country.
Dude, I don't even know where that is either.
Alhambra of Granada, Red Square of Moscow. Which
Yeah,
is like the,
Red Square.
like the Kremlin, right?
Right, but what the thing about Red Square is that is not actual like traditional Russian architecture.
Right.
They just did it to make it like look at us kind of thing.
Yeah.
Did you know Istanbul's Constantinople?
I did know that actually.
Yes.
Thank you, College Boy. College Bowl. College Bowl.
Thank you, Daddy.
Then you've got I'm going to butcher this. Kiyomizu Dera in Kyoto. Neuschwanstein in Füssen, Germany, which just looks like this ginormous castle.
Did you say New Rammstein? Du hast.
Yeah. The band Rammstein is one of the top 20 winners. Statue of Liberty in New York, Eiffel Tower in Paris, and then the Sydney Opera House in Sydney.
That's okay. Sydney Opera House, maybe.
I feel like every country needs 3 to 5.
They need to have one. They need
Like-
to at least
or
have
every
one.
continent needs to have
Yeah.
3 to 5.
Every continent needs to have 3 to 5.
Except for Antarctica. No, I mean, here's ice. Here's more ice.
You know, we're talking about travel in this episode. So, where are some of your favorite spots you've been to?
Well, real quick though, I just got to ask Chad because he was talking about this earlier and we didn't get into it. But in Mexico,
Yeah.
shit ton of influencers.
Dude,
Okay.
it was insane the amount of influencers. So like we're sitting here and we got a good room. So we had the preferred side of the beach. So we kind of got this reserved area where we don't have to deal with, what kids there were or, people very much. But you look out on the beach, if you like go on the beach and you just look to your right, you see like 10 to 15 girls with a guy or a girl taking their picture. Like they're crawling on the beach. They're like flinging their head back with the water in
They
their
whip
hair.
their hair back.
That kind of thing. I mean, they were like leaning up against the the palm trees. I mean, it was the most ridiculous thing.
I love that.
Okay, when is it too much?
That's so Tab and I had this conversation and she was like, well, maybe some of them make their living like this, right?
Yeah,
What
I
if
mean,
they're
yeah.
literally getting paid?
They get their trips paid for, I think. Like,
Exactly. There's a
get-
lot that do.
Okay, how do we do this?
We're first of all, we're men. Unless
So-
you're John Stamos, then I think we're gonna have a problem.
So-
or if you got the pants of a John Ham, the ham, like that ham he has.
ham?
It's a big old ham. Google it. Google
No,
John Ham.
I'm aware of it.
John
not
Ham's
gonna-
ham.
They had to alter his pants in Mad Men.
You know what? I'm impressed by it.
I'm glad you are.
It's a good cock.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right. So back to the influencers. So we're sitting there and there was like, a lot of them they would take some pictures. Maybe it's like 10, 15 minutes and they move on. That I'm cool with. But when there was this set of 2 girls and one of them was trying to read a book and the other girl had this tripod set up on the beach with her phone and she kept taking pictures and like posing and she had her makeup on. We saw her at breakfast earlier that morning and she was like normal. But now she's in her bikini.
Was she like
completely
busted?
Dulled. Huh?
Was she busted?
No, I mean, she was a pretty girl, but like she was just completely dolled up for these pictures. And then she had her friend taking pictures of her, and her friend, like you could tell, she's like having to put down her book. She's just trying to relax and enjoy herself. This girl took pictures for an hour and 10 minutes.
Unless you're paying for my fucking trip, I would hate you
They
as a friend.
probably. She probably did.
An hour and 10 minutes.
I would literally hate you as a friend if that was the
The other
case.
girl just got up and walked off at one point,
I
and
don't
she
blame
was
her.
gone for like 20 minutes. I'm
Good,
like,
good for her. She needed to get away, get some drinks, and have some relaxation time.
So then I started thinking, I was like, well, I wonder how many of these people actually are influencers or if they're just doing this because it's a beautiful place, right? Like we don't get to travel very often. I took some pictures, but not like I didn't spend 20 minutes doing it. I took a few pictures, but like it's a beautiful spot. We're so used to being in our homes. I would not have been there if I didn't already get COVID recently, probably because it's scary, right? Like you don't
Wait,
know
you
what
got
you're getting
COVID?
yourself. Shut up.
Oh, we talked about that already.
You don't know what you're getting yourself into.
It's a new experience.
Yeah.
You know what they say about new experiences?
No.
We already did that bit once. We don't need to do it again.
No. So I looked up. I clicked on our resort on Instagram, and it shows you all of the recent pictures. Right. And I found 20 different people that had more than 15,000 followers. 3 of which were verified. 4 of which were verified. 2 had more than 2 million followers. All there at the beach. There were reporters. There were news anchors. There was models. There was this two model girls that worked for Bang Energy, I guess. Ooh. And everyone was staring at these girls the entire time, right?
Of course.
And
why wouldn't they be?
I mean, because you could tell that that's their job, right? They're models. They work out all the time.
Their job is to look hot, take pictures,
right?
So, and promote Bang
and suck down that Bang.
And and so they had like one had 2 and one had 2.1 million followers. Like, holy crap!
Damn,
like there were some
insane.
people there that they really were legitimate.
I got to ask you something though.
Yeah.
Did you sneak into the background some of those pictures?
No, I really enjoyed my relaxation time. I don't normally do that. I like moving around and doing stuff and doing all the activities, but I was really enjoying just drinking. And
we all know an influencer. And we really need to get her on, Natalie.
Oh, I mean, I tried calling her that one time.
Yeah, you were drunk and it was stupid, but like we really need to try to get her on.
She said she would. She said she would be on.
I'm sure she would. And it would be cool to kind of like get an inside like mindset on like, okay, you're an influencer, so like what all do you actually have to do?
Yeah. A verified influencer.
And then ask like how excessive was that story essentially?
Yeah.
That's absolutely insane.
I'm trying to figure out which, one of them, I started following her on Instagram because I was just trying to figure out, who she was and what she was doing. And her name is Paula
Dean? Yeah, Paula Dean's
Paula Poundstone.
Manzanal, something like that. I don't know. But she put video up there today and she was in the room. Like, she apparently got our room when we left.
Oh, really?
Because it really was the best room in the place. And so when we left, she got the room and she was like taking video of this view, which we got there on Thursday and she was there on Friday. So I guess she's staying there for a while, but I thought it was kind of funny.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
I'm not. Look, I'm talking a lot of shit. I'm just really jealous. That's really what it comes down to because I want to get paid to go to beaches and look cool. But it does segue to us. Like the whole like going places and things like that. Like what would you say like your top 3 places that you've been that you've really enjoyed?
Let's start with you, Javier.
You got me on the spot. I forgot what they were. I do know like one of them was Iceland. I went there 2 years ago and I was there for a week. We rented camper van to drive around the Golden Circle.
What is the Golden Circle?
Golden Circle is Highway 1.
Highway 1.
It's one road that goes around the entire peninsula? Island?
It's
an island?
Iceland's an island? Okay, yeah.
It's a peninsula. Anywho, forget that.
A peninsula would be off of a main body of land.
Okay. Are you going to Google it now?
Florida has a peninsula.
No, it was really beautiful. Our whole reason of going was
Iceland
to go.
is definitely an island.
We wanted to go see the, what's that? The fucking lights, the Aurora Borealis.
Northern Lights or Aurora Borealis.
Not only that, we went to a bunch of waterfalls.
Did
that were
you
really
see it?
cool. No, we didn't. We had a map. It's really fucking depressing we didn't get to see them because
You'll
we
see
had.
it.
I will
see it one day.
I will one day.
I got to see it in Alaska and it was pretty legit.
I'll see it soon.
Yeah.
But we were supposed to go whale watching and the oceans were too choppy, so I ended up getting us like a little thing at a spa. It overlooked like the coast. We were hoping like the aurora would go over it because we had the maps, showing you where.
They like forecasted.
Yeah. So we were just waiting out there. It was cold as balls, but we were in the like the thermal baths that they have, like the thermal hot tub or whatever. Yeah. Dude, it was fucking beautiful, amazing. I think it's one of my favorite spots. I think it was a town called Husavik, but Iceland is one of my top 3 spots. Now I got to look at the other one. The second one is Big Bend down south over there at the very tip of Texas. Just about, not the tip, but it's on the border. Same thing. I love going to dark sky places. I like looking at the Milky Way. The more stars, the better. I wanted to go ahead and do that for my birthday, but it never happened. It's just pitch black. There's no light pollution. You see everything. It's kind of like Iceland, the same thing too. There's really not a lot of light pollution. And my third place was the pyramid that we talked about, the Pyramid of the Sun, whenever I was a kid. It was really cool going up that. I want to have more experiences, but I need more experiences. That's kind of sad.
Man,
It's not. You've got quite a few.
Yeah, we've been to Europe. We've taken a cruise together.
I feel like you've had more experiences like that in travel than I have. I didn't start traveling until maybe 7 years ago or so. So yeah.
But it's still. I'd like to try more new experiences.
Well, get out there and do it.
I'm trying. I really want to
Take some time off.
get out there. I need to.
Yeah.
It's been
Tell Daddy to take over the shop.
Daddy, I don't want to work today.
So what about your top 3, Tim?
My top 3: Florida Keys. I love the Florida Keys. We went. That was actually the first trip that Jesse and I took was to the Florida Keys. We stayed in Isla Mirada.
Yeah.
Beautiful little resort that we stayed at. Had a little beach, and there's not a whole lot of beaches in the Florida Keys because it's all like mangrove stuff
Yeah.
and all that.
Yeah.
But this had like a little man-made beach. It was really cool. Drove down to Key West. Got to see Ernest Hemingway's house, which big fan of Ernest Hemingway. Got to enjoy some awesome drinks. Got
You went to the
almost
southernmost point, I'm sure.
southernmost point. We
Yeah.
didn't wait in the line to take the picture.
Oh,
we were
yeah,
like,
no,
we'll just
just
have a
see
picture of
it,
it.
yeah.
Nearly killed Jesse on a moped. So that was pretty cool. What on earth?
That's the favorite driver.
This is the favorite driver?
So that really is him.
Look like fucking Mr. T.
That's ridiculous.
That's hilarious.
Andre,
he
my
said, this
bad.
guy's got a picture of Mr. T as his profile
No,
picture.
he's dressed like
Mr. T.
That's
And
badass.
instead of just saying in text saying, "Hey, thank you for your order," or "It's at your door," or whatever, he actually he sent a picture of himself as Mr. T.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
pretty
fucking
funny.
great.
That's
Love
pretty
it.
good. Like, of course, you're going to give that guy a tip.
Yeah.
You know what I
Of
mean?
course.
Like,
Yeah.
that's
I'll give you a tip.
God.
Keep doing that.
Pervert.
Keep doing that. Yeah, so Florida Keys, it was awesome. I was southernmost point, had some awesome drinks, nearly killed Jesse on a moped. Because here's the deal. I've ridden motorcycles.
She got out of line.
And no, I've ridden motorcycles, and I asked.
I want to start a new game. Next episode, every time Tim says, "Here's the deal," we have to do
Here's the deal. Here's the deal.
Here's the deal.
I'm gonna fuck y'all up then.
I know, because you say that shit nonstop.
So the deal is, I asked them. I was like, "Is it like riding a motorcycle?" And they're like, "No, it's nothing like riding a motorcycle." So I was like, "Okay, so how am I supposed to ride this thing?" And so I got on there and I couldn't ride it for shit. And then it was scary. Like I had her on there, so I was afraid. So finally, I was like, "All right, you just get off. I'm gonna go park the bike." And I decided, I'm gonna try it out and see. Like, okay, if I ride this like a motorcycle, is that how it is supposed to be ridden?
Right.
And I did, and I was like, "You motherfuckers lied to me." Like I hurt my leg, I did all sorts of, and I was out there. Like I got on it and just started whipping it around like it was nothing. I was like, "These motherfuckers."
It's like, how are you supposed to ride it? Like a moped, you idiot.
Yeah. So, anyways, Florida Keys was awesome. Belize.
Oh, Belize.
Oh, beautiful.
I love Belize.
Beautiful.
So I went to Belize on a cruise. We did Honduras as well.
That's it. That's
Yeah,
the
we
cruise
did. Yeah. Uh-huh.
The Isla Rotan and all that. Yeah. But Belize was awesome, and that's where I saw that the third largest whatever Mayan temple or whatever it's called. So that was really cool going into the jungle. They got howler monkeys, and they're freaky.
Are they like, hey, what are you doing in my jungle?
Yes.
Get out of my jungle, you freak.
They sound like the dinosaurs from Jurassic Park.
Hey,
is
you
what-
gangly fuck, what are you doing here?
They're not Italian.
You're in my
Or
house,
New
you
Yorkers.
son of a bitch.
Oh my gosh, it's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, so that was really cool to go see that. And then
But they said it in Spanish.
yeah, it was all in Spanish.
Hey, puto, andas en mi pinche casa, cabrón. Sácate de aquí, pendejo.
It's funny you say that because that's exactly what I heard.
Pinche puto, te odio.
Okay, Belize.
And in Cuba. Cuba by far is my favorite place that I've ever been. I fell in love with the people. I fell in love with the country itself.
Her name was Isabel.
Yeah, I know.
She was a man.
No, it's just such a beautiful place to be. And then I remember you didn't really want to go to the beach, and that we had the best time on the beach.
Oh, we had a killer time.
And had we not gone to the beach, we wouldn't have come up with that awesome game.
It was not awesome.
It was awesome. We gotta play it again at some point.
Was it Who's in My Mouth?
No, everything's a drinking game. When
Everything's
you're-
a drinking game.
We'll be tailgating and there's like a stop sign and we'll be like throwing a racquetball against.
It's like, hey, anytime a Cuban walks by,
No.
we go ahead and take a swig.
But whenever it comes down to rum being so cheap,
It was a $7 bottle. They had like a little bar, like a hut on the beach where they would sell you beers, rum, Coca-Cola, everything.
How big was this Job of the Hut?
the hut was not big, but
Smaller,
the bottle
about
of
half the size of this room.
the bottle of rum was very big.
I guess
it was
for the
$7 for a big bottle of rum, and
$7.
then a bunch of Cokes, and we drank those, and then we had a bunch of rum left over. So we got out in the ocean.
That's so dangerous.
We got on the ocean, and they got pretty good waves.
It was so windy.
It was so windy. They've got good waves, and so the game was. This is the game, and you know what? This is like the game of life. Now that you're going to hear this,
You gotta play.
you got to play it. So
Play this stupid
anytime you're in the ocean, you got to play this game.
Anytime you're in
no,
Cuba,
okay.
in the ocean, and it's wavy, and you've got
Hang
a
on,
bottle
hang
of
on.
rum.
We should induct everyone into the game right now.
No. They have to agree to it. That's the thing.
God damn it.
Yeah, reach out to us if you want to learn the
Reach
game of
out.
life.
Please, send us a DM if you would like to be inducted in the game of life.
But here's the deal. So every time the wave, you had to drink, and then whenever the wave came, right before it came, you had to put the lid back onto the bottle of rum, throw it to the next person.
Yeah.
If you missed and you didn't they didn't catch it, or what was it? The wave hit you before you got rid of it, then you had to keep the bottle and drink for the next wave.
Yeah, so every wave you're taking a pull off this bottle of rum, and it was stupid. We finished that bottle in like 5 minutes.
This was pre-COVID times, we can't do that so much anymore. Well, I mean, Chad
liquor.
and I can.
We're immortal.
We're immortal. So
Yeah, Cuba actually made my top 3 list too, just because it was so. It's one of those places you don't think you'll ever go because you're not supposed.
Right.
You're not supposed to go.
it felt wrong. It felt dirty.
It did feel dirty.
Very taboo.
Well, it was all very you can't find, and you probably can now. This is 3 years ago or 4. This is
about 4 years.
ago because Obama had made it
Yeah,
legal,
he
opened it up,
authorized-
right?
yeah.
And so it had to have been 4 years.
I think
ago.
they can reopen.
Oh,
it,
you
right?
could still go.
You can still go.
But it's a lot more difficult than it was when we went. Like we had to sign a single paper and pay like a $50 visa or something like that, and that was it. Like it was pretty easy. But yeah, it's just there's nothing on the internet about it. We didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. We just made it work. We went to some clubs, we went to some restaurants, we saw the Capitol, saw
Saw a bunch of hookers.
yeah, all the clubs are
They're
just
called escorts.
they're not just nice girls. They want your money.
It's they're either Russian or they're Cuban,
Yeah.
and they all want your money.
Well, we didn't realize
Communism, baby.
And they look at you as American. They're like, "You got money."
Hey there, Mr. Moneybag Scrooge McDuck Daddy.
one of the days we went out to the tobacco plantations.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
And we got to see them hand roll cigars and get to smoke them right there.
I made a pretty penny on some cigars when I brought them back.
Yeah, because they were $70 for 12 or something like that.
Nah, it was cheaper than that.
It was. I mean, it wasn't cheap.
No, but yeah,
But we were able to sell them for like $20 here because they were hand rolled Cuban cigars straight from the plantation.
$20 a stick.
Yeah,
Don't tell the ATF.
Yeah, but it was that was a really cool experience. So Cuba was one. Another one was China. I mean, I would never go back.
Yeah.
I mean, especially now.
Well, they're a lot safer now.
Well-
They spray. I think people that go over there, they have to
They hose you
quarantine them.
down.
They actually hose down the luggage.
Well, not because of the fact that COVID started there. Like that, eventually this will go away and China will be okay again, probably, right? But just the fact that they're so they watch their people. There are cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
Our tour guide, if she was going to say something even remotely against the country, she would get everyone close and whisper, this is what they do. And then everyone would be go about their business. And it was just a very strange thing. I wouldn't want to go again, but it was really cool to be able to see the Great Wall of China, to see Tiananmen Square, to eat some of the food there. I mean, hand pulled noodles and stuff like that. It was just, it was a great experience, but I wouldn't go back.
Did you get any bat or anything like that?
No,
Or-
I got donkey. They have donkey burgers, and so
Cool.
I ate donkey. That was about as crazy as it got.
I mean, it's kind of like eating horse, I guess.
Yeah.
yeah,
Horse ain't bad.
We're the only country I think that doesn't eat horse.
yeah, it's
Mexico eats horses.
Yeah, but also, in that same trip, I got to go to Thailand, and that didn't make my top 3 just because I plan on going back because it was that beautiful. Thailand was amazing. And then number 3, I would say just Europe as a whole. Europe is so small, you can do an entire it's like Texas almost.
Europe is Texas.
Europe is like Texas. You can go from
Now
country to
that's
country.
Texas.
Now that you can go from country to country in 3 hours on the train, and so you can go from Paris to Eiffel Tower. You can go to London and see all the great architecture and the stuff in London.
I'll be honest with you. I have no
Stonehenge.
desire to go to fucking Paris or see the Eiffel Tower.
It's good to go just
I mean,
sightseeing for a day.
I get it, but I have no desire to see it.
until you get there and you're looking at it and you're like, holy shit, this is real and I'm here.
Well, I mean, I've seen all those pictures, pollution. Well, no, since COVID happened and people stopped traveling, like the pollution went down and you could see the Eiffel Tower from like London. Was that a thing?
I don't think so.
That wasn't real?
No.
Like the dolphins coming back into the rivers
I think that was
in
Florence,
in Venice, Italy. Yeah, that wasn't real either.
Regardless.
I think that was all Photoshop, buddy.
There's a ton of history in Europe, and everything is so close that it's worth going to at least twice in your life, but at least once, really. But yeah, so I think those are my 3.
Okay, well, now that he's gone,
Okay, bye, Javier. He just
fucking
walked
just
out.
bounces. Yeah, so I brought up in a previous episode, like maybe we should talk about like a destination wedding. I feel like that's got to be extremely difficult to plan. Like I feel like I mean, trying to orchestrate, you're out in a different country or different state even, or, whatever, and you're trying to get all the people there and do all this stuff. Like, I feel like that's got to be one of the most difficult things and one of the most stressful things in the world. And you fucking did it.
It's really not, though. I mean, you've got your travel agent who's also kind of your wedding agent, because they're the ones that know everything about the resort, right? And so
they like orchestrate everything.
They orchestrate everyone that wants to go. So first off, it's less stress. I mean, it was stressful. Don't get me wrong. Any wedding is going to be stressful, but like we told everybody, hey, we're getting married in Mexico. If you want to go, you're welcome to go. Luckily, we had like 60 something people there, so like we had a pretty good group. But like, if people didn't go, it was okay. Like we understand, like it's expensive, it's a trip, you're having to go somewhere. But then the resort takes care of, okay, what color do you want? What kind of cake do you want? They have like 3 options of each, and then that's it. And so we just kind of pick your options. And then, I mean, it took about a half a day, but that's not months and months of planning.
Okay, so
it was much easier.
I was about to say, that does sound a lot easier.
At-home wedding
Yeah.
would have been probably more stressful, more money, likely,
Yeah.
and then just more time.
Well, yeah, because more people are going to come, and you got to be like open bar, cash bar. Like, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. Yeah, it just seems like orchestrating, like maybe not necessarily like planning itself right then and there at the resort would be just like getting everything like kind of like, I guess, a loose plan.
Right.
That seems like it'd be difficult to orchestrate everything because you're going to a different country.
Yeah.
But you got officially, I guess, married in the state, right?
Yeah, because I mean, we had to get married here, or else you have to do like a whole like blood test in Mexico, and you have to go through this whole rigmarole. So technically, legally, we got married here.
Like you gotta make a blood oath, and you cut your hands, and you put them together.
It all belongs to us.
But then Roy married us on the beach there in Tulum. And I don't know, it was cool having everyone there. But the coolest part, I mean, obviously getting married was awesome. But I think one of the coolest parts was having a lot of people, like all of our friends and family.
No, the coolest part was Andrew giving all his speeches. That was the coolest part. So Andrew's Chad's brother, and he gave some great speeches the night before the wedding. It was a great time.
Very memorable. But just having everyone there, like almost everyone at the resort were us, right? So you're like just walking around, and like you can stop at the bar with whoever, because there's all of our people everywhere.
Yeah, so I'm looking at like the best affordable destination wedding spots that you linked, and I've got a pop up. Damn it!
Actually, you linked that, by the way.
Did I link that?
Yeah, you did a long time ago.
Okay, I linked it. Anyways, Tulum made that. Cozumel made it. So I mean, you got married, and I think my computer just froze up. Whatever. Fuck it. I can't pull it up.
Cool.
I don't care.
Cool.
Anyways, but Tulum made it was like top number 5. I think the Dominican was like number 1 or something like that. But
yeah, probably not anymore. After all that,
you don't think so?
Stuff that happened with Dominican and people dying a couple.
Oh
years
yeah,
ago.
with all the alcohol.
Oh yeah.
So
alcohol.
Can we get trips to Dominican for cheap?
You can, yeah. I mean, literally, I wish that. Well, we wouldn't have gone, but we went right before all that happened. We went in like February, and all that shit was happening like May. And so,
yeah,
I will say that Dreams Resort was not nearly as good as the Dreams Tulum. It was all right,
really?
But it was no Dreams Tulum. That place is awesome.
I want to go back.
Yeah.
And, maybe we should, hey, Funky Panther's going to take over Tulum.
That'd be
cool.
A great time. Dude, we could get all of the listeners and the people that are watching us and just take a trip. A cruise or just like an all-inclusive trip would be really
I think an
cool.
all-inclusive trip would be fantastic.
Yeah.
So, we're going 57 minutes on the podcast.
Yeah.
I want to get into the craziest travel experiences that we've had. Jamaica.
Yeah.
I think that was my first group trip with you guys, and let me tell you, that was a memorable trip, and it was also a trip that I can't remember some things. Like there's a lot of gray area that I don't remember happening.
On day one.
Yeah, day one. The official first day on, right? So we get there kind of late. The bus ride. I remember our bus.
I guess it was day 2.
Yeah, because we got there late.
Yeah, the day 1 was kind of shot because our flight was delayed and
Right.
our shuttle took forever.
And I remember a shuttle hitting the lady.
On the bike?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a mirror or whatever. And they just kept going. We're just like, holy shit. They, third world country,
care.
right?
They didn't care.
No big deal. But let me tell you, that second day, I got so drunk, and I remember your wife Tab having to carry me, or not carry me, but like her and Holly having to help me back to the room.
Yeah.
And supposedly this happened, but somebody said, take care of your husband, and Tab got really offended because they thought that I was married to her or something.
Yeah.
Which, that's sad. Like, why would you be so offended to think that? I mean, I get it. I was a mess, but man,
Worse.
talk about
worse a
making
mess?
making me feel all warm and fuzzy inside, right? But the next day, like the third day there, so that was day 2. Day 3, we're legends.
Okay, so you didn't really tell the story very
I don't
well.
I don't know the story.
Okay, so we get there pretty early in the morning. It was like 11, and we get to the poolside bar. Poolside bars are the best because you have to get out of the water, unless you have to go to the restroom.
You can just pee in the water, pee in the pool.
And you just like sit there around the bar and you keep drinking.
I remember now.
And then it started pouring down rain.
But we were in the pool, so it was,
We were in the pool, and it was like a covered bar. And so where we were sitting at the bar was covered. And so we're like, well, we'll just keep drinking then. And I remember Robert was the bartender.
yes, Robert.
And he was putting rum in our beers and didn't tell us. And so like he would like, I don't remember what he called
Called
it.
them dirty bottoms.
Dirty bottoms.
I remember that. Yeah.
And so he would put a little bit of rum at the bottom and then pour beer. And then like you're drinking the beer and it just tastes like beer until you get to the bottom. And then it's just like, and then, you think he's not going to do it again. And then he does another 12 times. And then we were playing like water polo. We were playing flip cup. Those are the only things I remember.
But I think I was like already done before that because
yeah.
the deal is, if I recall correctly,
he didn't say, here's the deal.
whenever you're in the pool, you don't realize how drunk you are until you get out of the pool.
Right. Yeah, because things are already in slow motion because you're in the water.
I was a mess.
Yeah, and so that was the first full day that we were actually there, and none of us remember anything other than, I mean, a lot of this was someone told me, but some of it I remember.
Somebody told me.
We got real drunk in Jamaica. And so the next day, right, we come out and we had breakfast, and then we go to the beach, and literally like everyone at the resort knew our names.
I remember somebody looking at me like, "Oh, Tim, you look like you're feeling much better today."
Much better today.
And I'm like, "Thank you, person I don't know."
People were like giving us high fives and saying, "Hey," and we didn't recognize or know any of these people.
Yeah.
It was a weird deal. But so yeah, that was
I don't want to do it all over. I do want to do it again, but I don't want to do it that hard.
No, for sure not.
Is it because we're old?
Yeah, man. I don't recover very well anymore.
I'll tell you what, saying we're old, I took a Prilosec every day while I was in Tulum, and I'd never had a hangover. I never felt sick to my stomach. Like, that's the way to go. Just pro tip, if you're going to go and eat and drink a ton, take a Prilosec. You know what I mean?
Like, just keep you from having heartburn? Is that what the deal is?
It's not just heartburn, I get. I mean, I never really took any of this stuff.
This episode is sponsored by Prilosec.
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 OTC.
You know when you're old? Prilosec.
Prilosec. You know when everything hurts?
Prilosec.
So like it really did.
Does
help.
it work that way? Like everything hurts, you just take Prilosec?
Dude, I didn't take
Rub
any
some
headache
Bengay on
medicine. I didn't take, and I drank. I mean, I went pretty hard. We both did on the alcohol. And normally, like you wake up in the middle of the night and you just don't feel great.
Yeah.
Some of it's because of the headache, and some of it's just because your stomach hurts.
I do remember the next day we're like sitting at breakfast in Jamaica, right? And we all discovered that you, myself, and Jesus, we all took baths.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't.
Together?
No.
No.
That would have been better. But we couldn't. It was like we couldn't just function enough to stand up in a shower. But we knew we were dirty.
Yeah. So
I
we
gotta
had to take
cleanse
a
my
bath.
bum's holes.
And so all three of us it was kind of like the thing you didn't want to talk about, but I don't remember who brought it up. I was like, yeah, I just ended up taking a bath this morning. I took a bath this morning. I took a bath this morning. It was a weird bath conversation.
Well, you know.
Yeah, that was a crazy experience. Do you have any crazy experience? Just like completely off the wall, crazy trip experience?
Just blacking out everywhere.
I think you've got a trip experience.
Oh, you mean doing acid and
I mean, that's
shrooms
a
and
pretty
what?
that's an experience.
Yeah.
Just doing acid there and then looking up at the constellations and the constellations moving, and then seeing like the movie Harry Potter and like the Goblet of Fire.
In the clouds or in the sky?
No, yeah, in the sky. No, like there was a scene in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire where Sirius Black is in the embers and he's talking to Harry. He's like, "Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire?" You know that part.
Yeah, okay.
And so like I saw that in the fire, like in the embers, but it wasn't Sirius Black. It was a cat.
Okay.
Like a cat was in the fire and it was just chilling there. It was a cat on fire, like a fire cat.
You didn't really throw a cat in the fire, though.
I didn't throw. I mean, there were no cats over there.
So it's like a vision trip.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Okay.
It's fun.
I mean, so that's as wild as your trips get.
Yeah, or black out and I wake up in someone else's shorts. That happened like my second trip to Cancun with JD and Anthony and all them.
I will say, I don't know if G listens to us. I don't think he does. But him in Cuba sleepwalking into... He was a mess.
Yeah.
That man was a mess.
He was basically you when we were in Cuba. It was just
wandering. He wandered into the room. Danny wakes me up. No, it's Roy. Roy's in the bedroom with me. Roy wakes me up because he's like, there's somebody in the room. And I remember Roy like, Tim. I'm like, I get earplugs in. I finally hear him. I'm like, what? He's like, there's someone in the room. I was like, what the fuck do you want me to do about it? Is there some random Cuban dude in our room? Is he like robbing us? What's happening? It's fucking G. He's looking, and we're like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm looking for the TV. And I'm like, the fuck, G?
And then he peed on the floor.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. It sounds like Danny. It sounds like a Danny thing.
Yeah, that's something Danny does.
Yeah. But, I mean, crazy. We've had some pretty crazy travel experiences.
Yeah.
And you know what?
What?
Here's the deal.
Okay.
I wouldn't trade them for anything.
Well, here is to a bunch more trips with you morons.
I don't have any more beer.
Just cheers. Just cheers. We love you, dude. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching if you're doing so on Twitch and YouTube. Again, we're live every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Thank you for listening to us on whatever podcast you're listening to. It pops up every Thursday morning. If you don't follow us on social media, please do so at The Funky Panther. And go ahead and subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Twitch. It would really mean a lot to us. So we really appreciate it. So everybody stay good. Me llamo es Chad.
Me llamo Javier. Yo soy Javier.
And I'm Tim.
Y somos La Pantera Funky.
We are the Funky Panther. Thank you for joining us. Sorry for the Spanish. I don't speak a lick of it. You can't hear anything?
Oh no, I mean like on this Dondolinger.
What's a Dondolinger?
It's 8:02. Let's go live.
Look, we said we're going to go live when we want to go live. This isn't your show. This is our show. And this is also the people's show.
This is the People's Panther. You smooth son of a bitch.
Hola, hola, hola. Y bienvenido a la Pantera Funky. Good?
The fuck?
That was great. That was good. Hey, everybody. We've got a fantastic show for you here on episode 37. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier.
And I'm Tim.
And we are
The Funky Panther! Hey guys, before we get kicked off, I've actually got a fun game for us to play. It's going to be called You Get What You Get and You Don't Throw a Fit.
Hold on. Wait. Haven't we done this before?
I don't know what you mean.
Did we just fucking do this? The fuck is happening? It's fucking Groundhog Day! God damn it! What the hell? Ah!
Bye.